Yo, my name's PolishLynx. Welcome to Raising Angels Reborn with a hard choice. I thought about it for some time, and I think actually destroying is a bad idea, but we still don't know enough actually to risk inserting, so maybe we don't have enough time for that, but let's refuse. We can take the risk, keep studying until the last second hiccup. Logical. It was a pretty stupid idea. The last remaining minutes of my life tick by as Kika continues running the most basic of tests to ascertain the composition of the crystal. Tests I'm sure the relatives will be thankful we run when we get our data. Tsuri is pacing back and forth, her tail being held still. I can tell that she is ready to swing it at moment's notice, every minute on the minute. She gives me a worried glance before resuming her pacing. Natalie, don't look so grim, you're making the rest of us worry. It's hard to maintain a smile when we are minutes from death. And the minute you step on board a spaceship, you are minutes away from possible death. Yeah, but it's never this assured. Then we need to stop studying this thing and smash it! It's our duty! We are giving Kika. What remaining time have? That's an order, Tsuri. Good news, I can verify one thing. You really found a way to fix our ship? Not that good. This crystal, while very durable, isn't immortal. I don't think Tsuri could break it with her tail, but we should be able to safely dispose of it after my next few tests are done. I estimate we have less than 10 minutes left. How many more tests can you run? As many as I can. Any bit of data we gather now might mean worlds of difference to whoever faces this street next. I know getting home is impossible, but I don't want to die for nothing. Tsuri softly pats Kika on the back and props herself up against the wall. I understand, Kika, just as long as you agree that we smash it in the end. You didn't think I was just going to hand over something this dangerous to some random stranger who found it, did you? Yeah? Give me some credit. Sorry? I wonder if that researcher thought the same thing. He even blew up his only chance of survival to prevent anyone from ever finding it again. Fat loot of good it did him. Stupid idiot probably didn't even bother realizing that blowing up his ship would do little damage to something designed to handle high amounts of energy. And if his ship was destroyed by some other force, then whatever he did to hide the crystal only managed to work once. He should have just dumped it into some real random star. I wonder how this one managed to survive. I just told you that Bellino crystals are durable. Even if it hadn't been in some sort of protective case, there is a chance it might have survived anyway. Bellino crystals are durable, not just your dark crystal here, but even ones you would find in engines and radios. Yeah, unless they got smashed by some sort of direct kinetic force, there's a low chance of destruction. An idea slowly begins to form in my mind. A crazy one, but one where the option of survival is still a notch above certain death. I turn to Sol and can see the wheels turning behind those soft brown eyes. Think we can pull it off, Sol? I'd be a fool to say no. I'm heading to the bridge now. Huh? Where's he going? Maybe that curse isn't the only crystal and mysterious researcher left behind, Tsuri. I need you to go to get Kylie down to the engineering bay. Knock out, stun if that's what it takes, but get her down there now. Can I knock him out even if he doesn't resist? As tempting as it is, no. I don't understand, but I'm glad to see you are going down without a fight. Kika? You understand that the odds of finding a large enough crystal for our modified engine is next to impossible? Maybe we can get our generators online long enough for a rescue ship to save us. Then I'll leave that to you while I work on the mystery of the crystal. Fixing long-term problems is my specialty anyway. Thanks, Kika. Keep the boat lock in place until I get back. Even if it is no larger than a speck, the feeling of hope is finally starting to burn inside me again. All we have to do is survive long enough to get help out here. Hope, it's all I have left. Puccile, what is the meaning of this? Commander, I think we might have a way out. It just occurred to me that there is a sizable chance that we can retrieve the crystal from the wreckage. It just occurred to you 10 minutes before we died. What have you been doing for the last several hours? That doesn't matter. We have our chance at survival. Why are you being difficult? Do not take me as ungrateful for a solution. I just want a reason why you took so long to find such a simple solution. You didn't think of it. A simple solution is often the most overlooked. Well, I will be adding this to my report. I agree that this has the greatest chance for our continued existence. Major Hackett, have you found anything?
No, madam.
Continue search, but be expedient.
Copy, madam, but Commander Ozona, would it be proper to at least thank Major Puccile?
Should this idea manage to save us, I will consider it. However, you will be wise to remember who put us in this situation.
Roger, Commander. Sorry, I tried.
She's right, I did mess up and trigger this. It's my duty to do whatever I can do to fix it.
I'm right behind you, Natalie. For we are blessed by the spirits. Death is part of life. We should be prepared to accept our fate.
I'm accepting nothing, not until the last possible second.
Scanners on the droid are live. That pulse messed up some of the communications, but I have acceptable levels of scanning. Alphonse?
Scanners running.
Do you know where the engine room might be? I keep telling him that he's searching the wrong area, but you aren't factoring in the potential blast radius, and the engine component is going to be blasted out and away from the original location.
I've never seen them act like this to each other. Is this how the relationship was before I entered the picture? This is madness. It doesn't matter how close we are to death or how low our chances of finding. We need to stay focused and be decisive. I boot up the drawing program on the spare datapad from storage. Now I don't know how much this particular brand of shuttle, but I know a bit from my studies in the lab. The engines are located here and here. The plasma markings were located on a piece of engine plating floating out here. Based on the scaring, the shot that destroyed the engines landed right here with the blast. It would have thrown the crystal right where Alphonse is motioning. I don't undercut so, but all has the right idea. Tell Sol that we don't have time, friends or not. I have to grab Sol before we all die in this tin can. So, I just ran the problem and I think all is right. You need to turn it around and bring it towards. It's Major Hackett, both of you need to shut the hell up while I'm dodging debris. His words are painful, but I need to remain professional. Calm down, don't vent your frustrations on her. I'm sick and tired of your mightier than two attitude. Both of you need to shut up and let me do my job. You can't do your job when you are in the wrong hemisphere. Then what the hell would you call that? Hanging in front of us like a tantalizing dream sits a white crystal. It's almost large enough to be a handball. But that makes no sense. Did the spirits guide him in ways we could not see? If both were working the right engine while I was working on the left, you're right, but there was no way to get that crystal back in time before we lost all power. Then why didn't you say so? Because I need to concentrate, not give speeches. If you excuse me, prepare for retrieval. Yeah, I'll just get the repair kit and get down to the engine anyway.
Thank you. It's not your fault.
I know, it is my duty to question him, but that doesn't make what just happened any less painful.
Talk with him later about it. For now, we all need to cooperate and utilize the gift that spirits have given us.
You're right, good luck.
I need no luck, for we have the blessings.
Just got to shake that one off, Natalie. You were right, he was right. Of course both we would fight to the death when we were both right. To the death. Hey Nat, I got Kylie.
Aggressively kidnapped would be a more proper term.
She's not a kid, though. I distinctly remember her telling me that.
The concept remains if you were to disagree on terminology.
It doesn't matter, Officer Migi, we might have found a way to save the ship. Huh? Really? Yep, the only person who can do the most important touch onto the plan is you. Why didn't you say so? So you didn't have to back me up and down the halls if it means fixing the ship. Sorry, I got a little carried away. I had to climb from the docking bay for the recon drone. Without a moment to waste, I plugged the last hole I have from the bay. It's heavy, almost requiring 2 hands to carry. Wow, Grumpy Soul really did manage to find something in that wreckage.
You managed to find a brilliant crystal? Preposterous!
We did. Kylie, we don't have a moment to spare. Can you get this installed? It's not the right size to fit in our engines, so I have to rewire a lot of things to get it to fit.
But it will work.
It's not probably calibrated to our system either. It's produced energy, but it would probably short circuit most of the system on our ship. But it worked. I don't know.
If you don't think this foolhardy idea is possible, just say no. I will stand behind you until the end.
Well, for the next 2 minutes of our lives. I dropped down to my knees, facing her eye to eye. Kelly, I keep hearing that you are one of the best engineers we have. We need you now.
Even if it is impossible, we need you to try. Our lives are in your hands. I'm begging you. Try.
Colonel,
If I have to remove you from the room,
I will, Colonel.
is that a treat?
I'm just saying I'll do my job as a security officer. I can do this. I just need my repair kit.
I breathed a sigh of relief as I handed her the kit from the bridge. I was worried for a moment.
That foul beast's influence had wafted too heavily on her, but the little Hoban remembered her job in the end. When you get When we get the generator back in line, I'm going to drill Dr. Nelson until he cracks his stride to end the electric fields for the last time. I don't know if he's the saboteur or not, but I'm going to get to the bottom of his actions one way or another. Okie, I need to tool 36 and 44.
Here you are, my dear.
Thanks, I just need some help with the boogie out of place so I can get to my compensator line.
Allow me. He's being strangely cooperative all of a sudden. Maybe the treat of a tail to the back of the head got some motivation through his head. Still, I need to be prepared for him to try and stop us from keeping him alive.
I need 50 gauge transfer wire. I'll have to extend this connector around the new crystal mass.
The green or the blue one?
Huh? They're different colors?
I forgot, my dear. You're colorblind. I will need you to find the proper wire in this tangle yourself.
Let me.
I'm afraid your technical application experience...
Here you go, Kylie. Yeah, that's it.
But...
It takes some basic mechanical and electrical knowledge to run a radar station with nothing but robots, Doctor. Why don't you step aside and let me help?
I can see the hatred flowing from his eyes, but I'm not going to allow this to be sabotaged in front of me. If I could remove him without possibly turning Kylie against me, I asked Suri to do it in a heartbeat. Kylie is swift with her hands. Each movement is calculated, precise. While I may know a few things when it comes to basic repair, my skills can cover to a mastery in her element. We might have a chance of getting... Huh? What happened to the lights? Just like that, the final buzzer has rung. 1 point short of saving the day.
Don't worry, I can still see in the dark with my goggles. Hand me the tool in your right hand, Natalie.
Sure. Stay calm, stay calm. Don't imagine how right now air is rushing out from that defunct environmental shield and all the small leaks that this floating trash can has. And there! Got it?
It will probably blow out untold systems that will take me forever to fix, but most of the non-delicate electrics should come back online.
Would life support be one of those?
It should.
Should. I love that word.
But why aren't the lights back on and all the engines making that annoying humming noise? You can't restart the engines from here alone. The general restart has to come from the bridge.
Ben, call Major Hacker up. It's already getting hard to breathe here.
I can't. There's no power.
To the intercom system. There, we need to send a runner who navigate the dark hallways.
I'm just as blind as you are, Nat.
I need to stay here to stabilize the generator when it comes back online. Please, don't tell me.
I will be happy to guide you back to the bridge, my sweet Saito. Our freaks are masters at navigating the abyss. Natalie, I could go instead.
No, I need to stay here and watch over Kylie. She might need your help.
I don't like this.
I give you my word that I will lead you to the bridge in haste. For the first time, I wish I didn't leave my sidearm locked up in the lab at all time. He's going to try something, I know it. I just have to turn it this into an opportunity for me. Suri can see in the dark, and I'm sure that the first thing I'd hear once we turned the corner would be the thump of her body as he murdered her in his element. No, I have to do this alone. I'm just going to make sure that my internal compass doesn't lead me astray. We don't have time to waste. Let's go. It's only 2 minutes before he stops us in the middle of the hall. I think we're near my lab, so I can be sure. My dear, you're smart. You know this trip isn't free. You picked a hell of a time to try and get your jolly self, Colonel. Ooh, I don't care about your pathetic human figure. I care about what's in your mind and in your possession. The data on the crystal. Precisely. For you may question my qualifications, I do know about human physiology and how long you can operate in a low oxygen environment. For I can feel the fog is slowly beginning to cloud my mind, I am still focused enough to know his words. You think you can threaten me for my research data? It's mutually assured destruction. I feel cold metal pressed against my temple. Flashbacks to resistance training come flooding back. He's got a gun. I'm still not impressed. My body turns up with brain matter missing. They'll figure out it was probably you. But that's not all. His voice is muffled, distorted. I can hear a small hissing noise that sounds like a balloon leaking air. I can just let you all die of asphyxiation, but I'm not that cold. Have Kika open the door to your lab, give me your data, and I'll let you all go home. Is that a fair trade? I don't actually negotiate with terrorists. Even if it means the ones you love die, people are going to die if you keep to this curse. Sorry, Sol, I don't want my friends to die here. So close, but this madman wants to make it end here. Have Kika open a jump stun. Jump stun? My only hope is to attempt to jump an armed Afrik in pitch darkness while slowly losing my ammunition from oxygen ablation. Guess I'm gonna learn to be a warrior like Tsuri through fire and flame. Hey Doc, get her to open the door now. I just have one thing to say. Kick open the door, perhaps. Hooyah! With a scream, I fling myself against Stan. Before I can see him, I can feel his flesh under my fingernails as I claw like a rabid beast. He screams as I tear at his wings. But he's too strong for my weak fighting skills, and I'm drawn from his body. I'm trying to get to my feet again, but I know a dead shot is going to ring out before I can tackle him again. What's going on out there? That momentary distraction is all I need to beat foot across the deck and flying headbutt Stan. The hit nearly knocked me out as well, but I've got him back down on the floor. If I get to the bridge and tell Sol and Stan's trying to kill me and that he need to restart the secondary generator now. She seemed the type to be indecisive, but Faye doesn't question my strange order. I can hear her running at full speed down the hall. A shot rings out from Stan's pistol, buzzing past my shoulder. I stomp on his hand, finally managing to kick the gun away with boot. But my strength is gone. I can't keep the wooziness in my head out. Once again, I'm unable to do much more than get hurled away by his superior strength. I hear boots, noises all around me, yelling, screaming. I just need... Am I dead? We'll find out in the next episode. See you then. Bye.